Hi, I'm Andrea Weaver, better known as Miss Weaver in the classroom. A little bit about myself: I love to hike, and that's a wonderful thing to do here in Virginia. There are trails and waterfalls, mountains and hills nearby. I usually hike every Monday and Friday morning before school, and then I take longer hikes on the weekends. If you need travel recommendations, just let me know. I also love to listen to audiobooks. Sometimes I do that on the trail, but also while I clean and while I drive. And it's just a fun way to take advantage of every minute to learn a little more. I have a BSED in math education from the University of Central Oklahoma. I also have a BS in psychology with a philosophy minor from Texas A&M University.
So geometry is really interesting when you look at what its purpose was when it started. Geo literally means the earth and metra means measure. And people wanted to know how tall the mountains were around them and how far we were from the sun. And geometry provides the tools to answer those questions. So we're going to cover lots of interesting topics this year. If you're a geometry student, you're going to want a 3-ring binder. We'll have lots of hole punch papers this year, so you want to be able to keep them together and organized. You'll also want something erasable to write with, whether that's a pencil or my new favorite discovery is erasable colored pens. They're high quality and work really well, and so you'll see lots of my answer keys will be in colored pen, but don't let the pen confuse you. They are still very much erasable. Everybody makes mistakes, and we want to be prepared to correct those. You'll also want thin markers to help with some of our graphs that we'll be doing, and highlighters to mark sections of diagrams and to highlight keywords and notes. A charged Chromebook will be essential. We'll use the Desmos calculator, which you're allowed to use on the SOL test at the end of the year, and that is a web-based calculator, and so you'll need your Chromebook to get to that. And also because we're going to do lots of fun tech activities this year, so every day you'll want a charged Chromebook when you get to class. If you're a pre-calculus student, we're going to take everything that you've learned up to this point and take it further extensions with our functions, with polynomials and rationals, into trigonometry, from the unit circle, past the right triangle trig that you learned in geometry, into applications both in and out of this world. Pre-calculus has lots of different topics and is a fun and engaging and challenging math class. It's really exciting to do the things we can do once you've reached this level of mathematics. Pre-cal students will need the same basic materials as our geometry students, so a 3-ring binder, something erasable to write with, markers and highlighters, a charged Chromebook, and then optional for our pre-cal students will be a TI 84 Plus CE calculator for home use. Now, we have a class set for when you're in school. It's school bus yellow. If you buy your own for home, you get to pick your color, and it comes in lots of fancy colors and is rechargeable with a colored screen. And it's one of the approved calculators for use on your SAT and ACT. And so remember when you test for those that you have to provide your own calculator. And so it's not a bad thing to get one now and to have it at home for your home use. I just wanted to end with my thoughts on why I'm in education. And first of all, I value you as students. My first degree is in psychology. I care about adolescent development and your basic needs and what it takes to be a healthy, happy human. And I know that education brings meaning and understanding of the world and is foundational to building the skills that will help you to build a beautiful life for yourself. So I care about you, and I also care about mathematics. It was always my best subject in high school. I do get excited about the math we're doing. There's incredible things that we figured out, and there's always more still to learn. Math is what takes us to the moon. It's what makes us sure that our buildings are safe, and it helps us engineer and design a better world. I hope that by sharing my knowledge and enthusiasm with my students, they will learn to value the skills we're developing and be proud of the complex problems we can solve.